Oh, come on.
James is looking for a second date update with Sandy. Hey, James.
Hey, guys. Good morning.
Good morning to you. We got an email from you about this lady named Sandy you met and really seemed to be into. If you could start from the beginning and tell us how you met Sandy and then kind of go from there, that'd be great.
Sure. First of all, I can't believe I'm doing this. It's a little bit embarrassing.
Oh.
I want to point out that my coworkers are making me do it.
Your coworkers are making you do it. Why?
They're making you.
Because they really like her, or they're just trying to torture you?
I think it's a little bit of torture. I think they want to see it go badly.
Oh. Now, if it wasn't for your coworkers, you would just let this lie and move on with your life. Is that what you're telling us?
No, I want to know what happened.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely curious, but they encouraged me to do it.
All right. Let's start from the beginning. How'd you meet her?
I met her over Memorial Day weekend at a campground.
At a campground?
Yeah, a group of my buddies like to go on a fishing trip there.
Oh.
And she was with a group of her friends going on a canoe adventure.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the first nights there was a whole big group of people ended up hanging out, and everyone was drinking beers, and that's where I met her. And this really, really cute girl, funny and fun, because I love a girl who's outdoorsy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I love a woman who's not afraid to get dirty.
Not afraid of bugs, not afraid of dirt, getting sweaty and gross.
Yeah.
Jen does all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
She does it every day.
I do it on a pretty regular occasion. That's true.
Well, there's dirty and there's dirty.
Oh.
Right. I get what you're saying.
So she's not your typical prissy girl, then she's willing to get out there and have some fun.
Exactly.
Okay.
So everyone was sort of partying together, and she and I ended up in the woods. And I guess I don't have to give too many details, but we really got to know each other.
Okay.
And I thought everything went well. We hung out for the rest of the night. We had breakfast together the next morning. Even talked about making plans to get together like a couple days later after the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
We had plans to meet up at Red Robin for dinner, get some drinks and stuff, reconnect. And I went. She never showed.
Oh.
And she hasn't returned any of my calls or texts or anything.
Oh.
So, yeah.
That's not
a
cool.
bummer. I hope you went ahead and had a burger and some bottomless fries because, they got some great burgers there at Red Robin.
No, I had the fries.
Okay, good.
I mean, I would be texting her pictures. Oh, you missed a good bacon cheeseburger.
I would have ordered the tower of onion rings and then at the end the tower of donuts.
Gotten one of their incredible shakes.
We're really hungry this morning, aren't we?
A little sand in your shorts. That's a great drink. Have you guys ever had sand in your shorts?
No.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd be like, this is really good, but nothing, huh?
Nothing. So, and I really thought the night at the campground went well, and it wasn't like it was just that. The next morning at breakfast, like I said, we were chatting. So, that's I'm confused.
I don't know what's going on there. I feel like, maybe something came up or something else happened, but we will take a break, and when we come back, we'll call Sandy. Did you guys speak after the camp? So there was no communication when you left the campgrounds, or had there been some back?
We had made plans to meet up.
Gotcha.
Once after we all got back home.
Okay.
That was it.
Cool. Then we'll go ahead and we'll take the break. We'll call Sandy when we come back. James, hang tight. Second date update continues here with Jeff and Jen on Q102.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Hi, it's Tim, and if you're like me, you want to savor all of the seasons. When you replace your outdated windows with new ones from Universal Windows Direct, they're going to open smoothly to enjoy those summer breezes and lock and close perfectly to keep that cold air in on a hot, humid day.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
All right, James met Sandy at campground over Memorial Day holiday weekend. He was camping and fishing with a few buddies of his, and she was with her group, not that far, or I guess with a canoe group or something. But anyway, they started chit-chatting a little bit, got to know each other some. In fact, they got to know each other very well after spending some time in the woods. That's how quickly and easily they got to know each other. So they made plans, since they hit it off so well, they made plans to meet up after the weekend when they got home. Red Robin was chosen as the venue to have dinner and drinks, and she never showed.
Nope, bad call on her part.
Now, James, you've texted her saying, hey, what's up? What's going on? Where were you? You stood me up and nothing?
Yeah, I haven't heard anything. And you mentioned it before that we haven't really been in touch since the campground, so maybe she lost her phone or something.
Well, that was the thought. I'm thinking all these scenarios. I can't imagine she'd be this nasty to just disappear like that. There's got to be some extenuating circumstance, but who knows? We're not going to know until we call her and get her on the phone. So let's see what's up.
I know you said you're kind of making this call because your coworkers coaxed you into contacting us.
Yeah.
In the back of your brain, is there a part of you that just is like, this was a vodka-induced campground romp, and that's all it is?
I would have thought so, except that we reconnected the next day and had breakfast.
All right.
That
Wasn't like she walked off into the woods, never to be seen again.
And sort of went their own ways or had their regrets. That'd be one thing.
Yeah, this was not
we
that.
Reconnected and made plans.
Okay.
You know, I am liking the thought of there being romance in the woods, that you really can, find someone anywhere. I'm outdoorsy. I like that idea. I think I might go canoeing this weekend.
Really?
Hello?
Hi, Sandy.
Yeah?
Hi, Sandy. This is Jeff and Jen with the Jeff and Jen Morning Show on Q102. How are you this morning?
Jeff and Jen. Oh,
Yep, that's us.
Hello.
How you doing?
second day update?
You're putting it together.
Quickly. Have you been up for a while?
I've already had my coffee. Yes.
Oh, thank goodness. This isn't too much of a shock. All right, so it's us. It's second date update. Do you know who we're calling about?
Oh my God, I hope nobody is listening, especially my girlfriend. She told me not to give him my real number.
Why?
Gosh.
Are we talking about James?
Yes.
Well, you made a date with him to go to
Red Robin.
Red Robin, and you blew him off. What happened there?
Really? Well, that's not really how it went. I go on this canoe trip every year with my friends.
Yeah.
And we have this, rule, kind of like in Vegas. What happens on the canoe trip stays in the woods. Especially if it involves our little pink canoes.
Jesus.
This is so embarrassing. So I meet James, and he's really nice. He's like that rugged type, very sexy. And he was very, open and willing to have a good time. So I went for it, and it was so fun. We had a really good time that night.
Yeah.
The next morning, they're staying really walkable distance from us. And he wakes me up with breakfast and, acting, clingy. I don't know, I was, his girl now or something. And then he comes up with this idea that we're going to meet, and he just kind of tells me, and I'm all, and I could have killed myself because I had given him my phone number the night before, and I just shouldn't have done that. Anyway, he was, pushy about it, so I just, and I just think he was looking for way more than a romp in the woods, and what made the night before so fun is that that's what it was. That's all it was. And the thing is that I'm even kind of seeing somebody. I'm not even really available to do any dating right now. So I don't know what got into him, but it was just supposed to be a one-night fun thing.
Okay, well, go back a little bit, though. And did you say you are seeing someone or you're not seeing someone? I heard you say you're not available. Does that mean you are seeing someone?
Yeah, I'm kind of seeing it. We haven't, obviously, I didn't cheat on him. We haven't gotten to that point yet, but I am seeing somebody, and I'd like.
You know what, guys? You know what I heard? I heard that she's a slut.
Whoa, hey now.
James?
That was unnecessary. Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have said this earlier. James is on the line with us.
Yes, I'm the guy on the line who you hooked up with, even though you're seeing someone and you just like to go around having lost weekends. That seems pretty slutty.
wow. You were so down to have a good time with me that night, and it was really fun. You just couldn't leave it at that. Like, you're living in, like, the 1600s where, like, if you touch a girl, you have to marry her. That's not what's up.
Yeah, it wasn't marriage. It was nice breakfast. I thought we had a good time, and it was going to be one more meal.
Okay, well, that's not going to happen, and you really need to go shopping for a girlfriend at a church, because a romp in the woods is not the right way to find a date.
But Sandy, just
Now
curious.
you're lecturing on how to find people.
All right, but Sandy, why not just say that to him? Like the next morning when he brought breakfast, just enjoy the breakfast. Say, you know what? It was really great meeting you. I enjoyed last night was awesome. I'm not looking for a serious relationship with you right now, and I thought as awesome as last night was, I'd like to leave it at that. If anybody can understand that, it's a dude.
I really didn't think I had to say that, because we had definitely talked like that the night before, and then it was like a different person at breakfast.
Gotcha.
It was like having a boyfriend all of a sudden, and that's not.
God
how you were
forbid
the
someone
night
do something
before
nice for you.
at all.
Show some interest.
And I just didn't feel like I owed him any explanation. Like, I'm allowed to go with my friends on a trip and have a good time.
Yeah, I think communication is key.
Well, then clearly I'm the wrong kind of girl for him. I don't know what to tell you. Like, that's not who I am. I'm
Yeah,
not
communication's not my thing. Sorry.
It's been really sticky and ugly, and it was just easier to go like, okay, call me, and then go have fun with my friends.
All right. Well, thank you for the honesty, James. I'm sorry. Misunderstanding there, it seems.
I guess so. It's fine. It was a fun night, and I guess whoever she is sort of seeing now or whatever that is can hear this and run for the hills.
All right. Obviously, no
I like
second
the way
date
he
here.
says run for the hills instead of run for the woods.
Yes.
All right, Sandy, thank you for taking the call. We appreciate it.
Okay.
James, I'm sorry, man. If we can ever help clarify for you or your coworkers, we're at your disposal.
All right. I appreciate it.
Okay.
You got it, man. Take it easy.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
If you need some help with the second date update, you can always email us, Jeff and Jen at WKRQ.com. You can also use that little button on our app. Send us a little MP3, do a little voice record.
Feedback.
Feedback's that what we're calling it?
Yes, sir.
And we love receiving those, whether it's a second date update message or you're just saying hi or a traffic report or whatever the heck you want to send us. It's right on the app. There's a little microphone button. Click that. You can send us a little audio message, and then we can play it on the radio. As long as you're not swearing, so don't swear. We have the 1K letter of the day coming up here in just a minute. And if you would like to go to the Reds this weekend, those